Alright, let's start with the list of ingredients. So we have a can of cut green beans, a can of mixed beans, and a can of black turtle beans or black beans. Half of a small onion, half of a red bell pepper, quarter cup of white vinegar and a quarter cup of olive oil, quarter cup of sugar, half teaspoon garlic powder, quarter teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of celery salt, and a quarter teaspoon of black pepper. You can see the milliliter amounts up there on the cans. And here's the fluid ounce conversion. So the brand name that I bought of mixed beans or salad beans has chickpeas, red kidney beans, black-eyed beans, lima beans, and romano beans in the mixture. So whatever brand name you happen to purchase will have probably a different mixture, but this one has a pretty good lineup. So first thing you want to do is open the cans and get rid of all the syrup or the seasoning or the salt that's in the cans. So give it a really good wash in a strainer. So this bean salad is pretty neutral tasting. It's not overly vinegary or sweet or salty. So it's a good one to make for kids that are picky about spices, but you can absolutely add as many spices as you want, but this one's pretty neutral. Okay, so give it a good rinse. And if you have celery on hand, you could always add that, even jalapenos. But it's important to give everything a good rinse. You don't want that thick syrup from the can inside your mixture. This serves about 4. Usually you have leftovers. So you just want to transfer that to the mixing bowl for now while you prepare the other ingredients. So we'll start by cutting a medium onion in half. I believe this was a sweet onion, but you can certainly use a yellow or a cooking onion or a red onion, whatever you have on hand. I tend to cut them not too chunky and not too fine, so everything is pretty much a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch size, so you're kind of consistent with everything being similar in size. But in this case, this is not a very powerful tasting onion. It's pretty tame. So for the pepper, you can use any sweet pepper. I happen to have red pepper in the house, so that's what I chose to use. And just a half. Again, this is serves 4. It's a fairly small salad, but if you're making something on a larger scale, then just scale up the list of ingredients to maybe double everything. But usually when I make a bean salad, it's just for the 4 of us, and I don't want it sitting in the fridge for a week or more, so I only make enough for us to finish within a couple of days. All right, try not to chop off any fingers, although it does add some nice red color. Now you could add beans that were dried and soaked the night before. This is just a quick recipe using stuff you're going to find in your pantry. So just cans of beans, whatever you have on hand. But this mix generally works pretty well. The black beans and the green bean and the mix. Okay, so I'm adding my dry ingredients first. Adding my celery salt, my salt, garlic powder, and finally black pepper. Give that a quick mix to coat everything. Now I'm using white vinegar because it's pretty neutral. Again, this salad's not overly spicy or flavorful, but you could use apple cider vinegar or white wine vinegar. But again, I'm keeping it fairly neutral. Give that a good stir. And if you're making a larger salad for more people, you would go with half a cup each of the vinegar and the oil and the sugar. Some people may want to back off on the sugar, but this portioning seems to work pretty good. So we're going to transfer to a glass bowl for the fridge, and you want to let it sit in the fridge for a good 3 hours, I would say, at least, for it to marinate. Best to make this in the morning if you can. So we're going to put it in the fridge, either put some saran wrap on it or stick a lid on it, and in the fridge it goes. When it comes out after a couple hours, give it a one mix to kind of stir everything up, and then stick it back in the fridge. And a minimum of 3 hours. The longer the better. So there you go. It's pretty easy to make, and I suggest trying it out. Appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. Thanks very much.